Hey, hey, ladies and gents, it's Larissa Lee, nutrition and detox guru for you, the busy-driven woman who is ready to gain her healthy rockin' bod. So, happy Hump Wednesday, guys. Welcome to the live. So, if you are hopping on, as usual, say hello. I like to know who I'm talking with and like to make this an open discussion, right? So say hello so I can actually greet you and we can kind of like talk back and forth here because that's what it's about. Like, I don't want to just be talking to a camera all the time. So say what's up. Tonight we are talking about healthy fats. I shouldn't say healthy fats, I spoiled it. So we're talking about that you need to amp up fats in your diet. If you're hopping on, say what is up, what's going on, Sabrina. I hope you're doing fantastic tonight. welcome. So we are talking about the need to amp up fats in your life. In your life, we need fats, right? We need fats. So for years, freaking years, fats have been villainized, right? They've been touted as causing obesity, causing heart disease, clogging our arteries, causing heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, these whole freaking years. So, because of that, people started to get hip to the game, right? They wanted to decrease fat out of their diet because it was causing all of these crazy things that our body was unable to deal with. So, because of that, food companies, of course, like, I still want you to eat my food, right? So they started to take fat out of the foods that they were selling to the public. And we find that when they started to take when they started to take fat out of the foods that they were selling on shelves, of course, people were buying it because it was low fat this, low fat that. Low fat will help prevent heart disease. Low fat will help prevent diabetes, right? It will help prevent all these diseases that are in our typical American diet. But when food companies started to decrease the fat out of their foods, what happened to America? Because they did this about 20, 30 years ago. What happened to America? Did disease decrease? Did obesity decrease? No, it didn't. It actually got worse. So, as America, right, as an American civilization, we keep growing wider, right? Heart disease keeps going up. Diabetes keeps going up. Childhood obesity keeps going up, right? Childhood diabetes keeps going up, even though we started to take fat out of our diet and we promoted this low-fat diet. So obviously something was going wrong here, right? Right. So when food companies start to take fat out of their foods, what happens is the taste of the food goes away because we love us some fat. Like, humans like the taste of fat. If you guys are hopping on, say hello. Talking all about amping up fat in your diet tonight. So, when food companies take fat out of a food, they have to add something back in. And the things that they add back in are sugar and salt so that the food tastes appetizing and people will continue to buy the food. So now that we have these low-fat diets, foods don't have as much fat as they used to, we now have more sugar than we ever used to and more sodium than we ever used to in the foods that we keep continuously eating. And with that shift, that change, we start to see rises in obesity, we start to see rises in heart disease, and we start to see rises in diabetes, which led us to believe that maybe it wasn't fat that was the culprit the entire time. So, what was? So now we're actually learning that excess sugar in the diet actually causes inflammation to blood vessels. And when we have inflammation to blood vessels, it also causes injury. And with injury, we need to repair, right? Because our body is magnificently made that it repairs damage that we have done or accidentally done or purposefully done to our body. So when inflammation is caused by sugar within vessels, what happens? Again, our body tries to repair it and repairs it with packing cholesterol on top of that. So that's why people thought fat and cholesterol was the problem, because cholesterol is what's causing our arteries to be clogged, but really the cholesterol wouldn't cause that clogging if sugar wasn't there in the first place to damage the vessels in the first place. So the cholesterol really was just a buildup of a protective mechanism that our body was really just trying to protect us from. So we're understanding now, like I said, that sugar has really been the main culprit the whole time, and it's not necessarily fat alone that's causing the issues that we have in today's diet. What the problem was that the foods that did contain high amounts of fat were also void in nutrient content. So if your body is getting fuel or energy or fat, because that's what fat is, without the nutrition, the minerals, the nutrients, the vitamins that come along with it, again, if you guys are hopping on, say hello, then your body is expecting a certain imprint, right? It's expecting some certain information, right? And if it doesn't get that, for example, right, when you're building a house, you use a blueprint. If you don't use the proper blueprint, what happens to the house? It falls apart. And that house is expected to withstand for probably at least 100 years. Of course, you might have some minor issues and some minor fixer-uppers. The same with your body. Like, if your body has a blueprint, it expects certain information from food. And if it's not getting that information that it expects, it's unable. Hi, Shelly. How are you? What's going on? Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for saying hello. If your body's expecting a certain blueprint, a certain information, like your DNA needs information to run properly, right? We need information to get to our cells. So our cells are getting energy, but it's not getting the nutrients. So when your body is getting the fat without the nutrients, it doesn't know how to perform properly, so you will start seeing issues with weight gain. You will start seeing issues with heart disease. You will start seeing issues with diabetes. Again, if your body is getting fat but with no nutrient content, what's the point? You're not getting what you need. So that is where the issue comes into play when keeping high amounts of fat into your diet. So it's important to know that the fats that I get into, like, you can't have these nice healthy fats on top of fats that are causing all these issues or have low nutrient content. These types of fats are fats from pizza, fats from french fries, fats from burgers, fats from processed foods, again, that are giving you no nutrient content. Fats from frozen dinners, because there's a lot of fat and sodium in those. So guys, be careful with what you're eating. You got to be conscious of that. So some of the great benefits of fats in your diet, the right forms of fat, of course, are a few that I'm going to share here. And again, if you're hopping on, say hello. So if you didn't know, fat actually helps you burn fat. So you want to lose some extra pounds, fat is actually great for helping you to release fat. So just like metabolism, right? Your metabolism will slow down if you're not continually giving your body the energy that it needs through food. So if you're not continually giving your body the right forms of fat, it won't want to release fat. Fat is an energy, fat is a fuel, and it actually has 2 times more energy than carbs or protein, which is another form of fuel that your body is able to derive energy from. So if you want to lose fat from those stubborn areas, arms, belly, fat, guys, eat more fat, right? Eat more fat, because if you're going to eat fat with high nutrient content, you get a double whammy. So we need that, right? So fat also helps you stay full for longer. So I talk to people all the time, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I'm always hungry. Eat more fat. Fat is digested a lot slower than fake foods, because they're not really foods, right? They're food-like products. Carbs, processed foods, are not going to keep you sustained or fulfilled. So fat actually helps, eating fat actually helps people from not binging on things, right? Because when people go so strict, or when people are on eating a lot of processed foods or a lot of carbs, like, you're hungry in like an hour because it doesn't sustain you. It gets sucked up really fast and drops your blood sugar. No bueno. Eat some fat, it'll help sustain you for longer. Also, fat makes you happy. I wrote some notes, guys, so I wouldn't forget. Fat also makes you happy. Like, that's everybody's goal in life, to be happy. Like, what's your goal? I want to be successful. But what is successful? I want to be happy. I want to be happy in life. That's what people always say. So, you want to be happy? Eat some more fat. Fat helps to produce or boost serotonin levels in this here, which is a huge mood booster, huge motivation booster. It also helps to prevent binging, like I said before. Fat also helps you build muscle. It helps you afford some protein, and it also helps you inflate those muscles. So, if you're a person that hits the gym, you should not only be doing cardio, you should be doing some strength training, because muscles are going to help you burn fat 7 to 10 times faster than fat actually will. And we know that cardio helps you burn calories while you're actually in the moment, but muscle helps you burn fat in calories and weight long after the exercise is over. So build those muscles. Strength training definitely needed. And to build muscles, you need some fat. Also, there are a lot of vitamins and nutrients that are fat soluble. Some are water soluble, some are fat soluble. And that just simply means that in order to get that nutrient to a cell so that it can be used properly, you need to have some fat. You need to attach onto fat so that it can carry through your system to the right place. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K are all fat soluble vitamins. Sometimes I trip over my words, guys, because I'm like talking so fast. So, you need fat to transport these vitamins throughout your body, and we know that without proper nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, like I just said before, your body doesn't know what to do. Like, it needs these nutrients to get the energy that you need to have. To feel amazing, right? To think properly, to think clearly. Omega-3 is awesome for helping you boost those memory levels and figuring out things faster. So we definitely need fat in our diet to help, absorb these nutrients properly. Now, the fat that you should be eating, increasing, there's a number of them that you can add to your diet. One of them is olive oil. Olive oil, use this every single day. Every day. You can use it with anything. You can cook your meals with it, saute your vegetables, roast your vegetables, make salad dressing, and like guys, you don't have to be stingy with it. Be generous, right? Be generous, because if you're gonna cut out the bad fats, be generous with the new healthy fats, because this is what's going to give you the nutrient content that you need. Like I said before, we cannot add healthy fats onto unhealthy fats. Like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. So you can't watch this video, start adding in olive oil, but still keep eating those french fries, or still, keep eating those hamburgers or processed foods. Like, that doesn't work. You actually have to make the change for it to work. Okay? Okay. Hey, Amanda. What's going on? Also, guys, hemp seeds. Great source of fat, great source of omega-3s, along with fatty fishes like salmon, cod, tuna. These things have great omega-3s, and again, like I said, omega-3s for your brain is paramount. It helps with memory, it helps with, kind of those synapses and electrical impulses going back and forth. No more brain fog. Get it together. Get it together. So like I said, hemp seeds are great for omega-3s and are great for a fat boost in yo diet. If you guys are hopping on, say hey, and thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up, girl. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Also, coconut oil, guys. Coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil in your house, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing because you need this. This is awesome. Hey, Christy, what's going on? You're in love with him? I know. You're in love with hemp carbs? Yes. I love those things too. They're great for protein booster too. I always add these to my smoothies instead of adding like extra protein powder because, I like to eat whole foods, obviously, because that's all I talk about, whole freaking foods. So I always like to add hemp seeds to my smoothies for a protein boost. Now, coconut oil, great for sweetening up your teas, your coffees, your oatmeal, your smoothies, your juices, if you want that too. Coconut oil is all around the bomb.kizom. Other things that are going to be great to add to your diet as far as healthy fats go are nuts and nut butters. And I know people are always like, you have to be careful with the amount of nuts you eat because, if you eat too much, you can increase your weight. But guys, it's all about the quality of the food, right? If you're replacing your healthy fats, your nuts, with fats that you used to eat that are not good for you, like, you're not going to see, like, this weight gain, right? You're actually going to see the opposite. Your body does amazing things when it gets fats with nutrients. When it gets nutrients, it does amazing things. You can eat, like, let me tell you. When people see me at work, I work 12-hour shifts, by the way. I'm always eating something. Every 2 hours, you will see something in my hands. And it's not because... Hey, Nikki, and it's not because, if you guys are hopping on, say hello, and it's not because, I'm bored or anything else, it's because, you know what, like, I actually am hungry, and it's okay to be hungry every 2 hours, and it's not like you have to eat a big meal, like, just eat something small, right? Hi, Natasha, hey guys, thanks for hopping on. So, So yeah, like I was saying, nuts are a great source of fat, and you don't have to worry as much about your calories, guys, when you are getting the proper foods, right? Because it should never be about a number. It should never be about focusing on, I need to get this amount of calories in. It should be about, how do I feel? What is the quality of this food, right? Not just the number. Okay. So, also nut butters are great. Almond butter, awesome. Peanut butter, okay. Not really a fan of peanut butter anymore, but hey, if that's your thing, no worries. Eat it up. Cashew butter, some butter. There's a ton of butters and nuts that you can mix together. Yeah, actually, Nikki, I'm talking about this because you told me to. So, I'm glad that you are glad that I'm talking about this. So, guys, if you guys have any topics that you'd like me to discuss, or you just want to hear about, definitely drop it in the comments or shoot me a message. Like, I love talking about this stuff. I can talk about it for hours. Maybe not hours, but for a very long time. So, drop it in the comments. Did I miss any other fats? Oh, eggs, guys. Eggs are an awesome source of fat as well. Even though they say they have high cholesterol, but you need cholesterol, guys. Cholesterol is actually okay to have. Like, your cells need cholesterol. Your cell membranes are made of fat and cholesterol, so we need those things. So, awesome. So, just to recap, fats are good for you. Do not stay away from fat. Eat fat. Just the right form of fat. Again, you cannot add healthy fats on top of fats from french fries, fats from frozen dinners, fats from burgers. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that and expect to change. Like, you can't. Like, in order to see a significant change, like, you need to make the shift. And it's not enough to also, so I was listening to a podcast today. It's actually like an entrepreneurial, like, mindset podcast, or not even necessarily an entrepreneurial podcast. It's about being the CEO of your life, because we all, even though we may not have businesses, like, we are the CEO of our own life. Well, co-CEOs, because God's really the CEO, but we're all the CEO of our life, and we make choices. We can make decisions for ourselves or what we want in our life. So he talked about how he always shares information about, practical information of how to get your life together. And I feel like I share a lot of practical information of how, to eat healthy, be energized, and lose weight, if that is your goal. Now, if that is your goal, guys, like, there's no new profound, like, revelation that you need to know. Like, I'm not going to give you anything that's not already out there. I might share it a different way. And I'm not going to give you this, like, all these crazy strategies that we don't know about. What do I think about acid versus alkaline foods? I actually just made a video on that 2 days ago. So check that out. But I'll dive a little bit into it now. So it's not enough to come here and just listen to the information. One of my favorite podcasts. Hold on. So it's not enough to just listen to the information, right? We actually have to put it into action. And the action is not hard to put into work, right? It's simple steps, guys. It's simple steps. But you have to make the decision to actually follow those steps, right? And you have to make the decision to be consistent with those steps. Like, you can't try it for a month and say it doesn't work, right? Lifestyle changes takes time. People want this microwave results because we have a microwave mentality, right? But we get results by staying consistent and doing things all the time, consistently each and every day. So adding these fats in all the time, consistently each and every day, and taking out the other fats each and every day and staying consistent will help you with that. So the podcast that I was talking about, Christina, is called MFCEO. The MF stands for, you can kind of guess what that stands for. But it's a great podcast. It's really inspiring and inspirational. And actually, I don't even listen to a lot of podcasts. What I tend to do is listen to a lot of audiobooks. And the audiobook that I'm listening to right now is called 10X, which you probably heard of, by I want to say Grant Cardone. I want to say that's who it's by. And also another audiobook that I listened to, this is my third audiobook this year. So the first audiobook that I listened to was The Compound Effect. I got the book of that too, but I ended up just listening to the audiobook. And then also Jump by Steve Harvey. If you don't really feel like listening to that book, you can go to YouTube. Yeah, he is super good. Which Grant Cardone, like he is super good. Like his audiobook 10x, awesome. So if you haven't listened to it, totally listen to it because I know like a lot of audiobooks sometimes can really sound very like boring because they're always like reading in this like proper voice and all this like lame music in the background. But with his 10x book, he's like talking like he's talking to you, and I really like it. I actually wish more audiobooks were like that because it kind of keeps you more involved. But yeah, that's about it. So, do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns? Let me know before I go. Hey, Shelly. What's his name? His name, which for the book, for 10X, it's Grant Cardone. Look him up. Awesome book. It'll get you pumped. It pretty much explains, like, if you don't set realistic goals. That's what it says. Don't set realistic goals for yourself. Set goals that like exceed your expectation, because when you set goals that exceed your expectation, even if you don't get to that goal, like you get somewhere near that goal, right? So he talks a lot about just really us setting our expectations too low and us not willing to do things that will give us the results that we really want. Like he talks about like going all the way in, like 10x it, like going so hard, like exceed people's expectations and dominate your life. So it's a great book to read. So, any other questions, guys, before I hop off? Like this video went totally a different way than I expected. I was just talking about facts, but definitely personal development is something that I'm into too. So, have any questions? Let me know. Let me know. I'll stay here for a minute. But if you don't, then I'm gonna get something to eat and hop off of here. But those of you who just joined and asked your questions, thanks for asking. Check out those audiobooks. Those are great. Those will definitely get your mind together. And really make you feel like, all right, I'm really not doing anything with my life. Not like that, but I really need to step it up in life right now. Like great motivational podcast, and gives you actually practical steps too. Not podcast, books. Actual practical steps to like power through your life. So, thank you. Peace out. Peace and hair.